You're right.
Okay.
Death
Sure.
is coming for you.
If they like my character description, the background or whatever, it cranked it out. I'm like, oh my god, that was amazing. Thank you. And send it back. They're like, no problem. I'm like, just in case, man, because he's
We've read everything you've ever written. We know what you like.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Where we last left off, the party had surrendered to the Yuan-Ti after receiving an ultimatum by Raz Nasi. However, after surrendering all their possessions, River decided that he did not want to be a prisoner and attacked the guard who was opening his prison cell. The room erupted in combat as the party joined the fight. The party had some quick wins in the fight, but by subduing 6 of the Yuan-Ti in the prison chamber, but as they were trying to make their escape, were increasingly overwhelmed with wave after wave of Yuan-Ti reinforcements. Eventually, the party was subdued. Their unconscious bodies were thrown into the bell-shaped prison cells within the floors of the prison chamber. Meanwhile, the Yuan-Ti Nagita receives orders from the High Priestess Fenthaza to learn more about these newly captured creatures. It is here where we pick up our story. Dun, dun, dun. So, I am going to need River and Creed to roll me a d4.
Singular each.
1d4, no modifiers.
Well,
Okay. So, Creed, you wake up first.
Oh yeah.
You find yourself in a dank little cell of a. Oh, so let me pull up the
Dank little cell is perfect time to throw up, Snoop Dogg.
yeah.
dank little cell.
Nice.
Smells very skunky in here. The muffled sobs and moans rise from the sweaty, humid air. You're in this partially flooded pit where the only light that is shining in is flickering from torchlight through the top of the grate above your head.
So like we're in like a little pit. Do I see like the other guys around me?
You don't see anyone who is
So I'm-
familiar to you around you, no. There's
Oh,
one other
and
person in
I'm
this
not alone.
pit.
Okay. What does this guy look like? Is he like? I'm assuming he's disheveled as well. Is he malnourished? What is he looking like?
So you see a male human, dark of skin, pretty muscular, but completely stripped of his arms and armor. Looking pretty emaciated at this point, actually. Like it looks like he was once a big, strong guy, but now it's just all the body weight's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to.
And you hear him say, "Oh, you're awake. Quite
Where
the
am
fight
I?
you put up there. I was really
Yeah.
rooting for you."
Thank you. Apparently, it wasn't enough. I assume we're in some like one of their dungeons. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. No sun down in this crypt.
How did they capture you?
I was seeking treasure
Were you
in
looking for the-
Undermountain.
Hmm.
I walked through a portal. Found myself deep in a fucking jungle. Next thing I knew, these snake people ambushed me and dragged me back here.
Well, has there been anybody else that's been like come and gone, or has it kind of just been you this whole time?
Oh no, there's more.
Do you know what they're going to do with us, or what they've done with the other people?
Hard to say. I've gone over to the slave warrens and with a pickaxe and trying to chop down the stone walls of this fucking crypt. See other people on assigned to different types of duties. Other people get sacrificed.
Is that while they're um, doing labor for the Owanti?
Yeah, we're slaves now. You're a slave now.
No, I
Just
fully
in case you didn't
understand.
know that.
I
Wasn't
fully
clear.
I recognize my position right now. I'm just trying to plan on what to do to get out of this place and potentially bring you along with me because I don't want you to be a slave anymore to these people.
There is no getting out of here.
Uh, I imagine you would
If
say
you want to
something like
escape, it's gonna be the sweet release of death.
that. What if we pretended like we were dead?
Well, I suppose that's one way, but usually the Yuan-Ti will drain you of your blood before they get rid of you. Toss your carcass off to the Hydra.
Maybe that's not a good plan. Well, what's this situation in in this hovel? My eyes my eyes are adjusted a little bit. Um, like as I'm talking to this guy, I want to take a look around.
Yeah, you take a look around and it's a 10-foot by 10-foot circular chamber,
Mm-hmm.
but it goes down about 20 feet from where you're at.
Okay.
So like the entrance to this cell is 20 feet up. And it is just rough hewn stone that is you know, perimetering the walls sloping up to
Yeah, there's
the top.
no holes or anything like that underneath us.
I mean, you could certainly give it a try.
Like give what a try.
Climbing up the walls, I guess.
I yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was thinking more of along the lines of like the floor. Is there any like holes or anything like that in the floor?
Well, there's about 3 feet of water on the floor.
Oh,
So like you're like knee
just
deep in water.
standing water.
Standing, mucky, gross water. You look down and you can see something kind of floating nearby you. You reach down to pick it up. It's a fucking turd.
Right. Mm. This is a shit situation.
Yeah, that was mine. Watch out for those.
Thanks for the heads up. Um. So yeah, I think you know I don't think there's really much that I can do. I think that like I mean the only thing that's around, there's obviously nothing in here except for me and this other guy. Period. Right?
Yep.
Not a stick or anything like that. So I think my only option is to, you know, try to jump up and do something with the with the grate above me. Can you give me a little bit more of a description of the grate that is above our heads?
Yeah, earlier I said it was 20 feet up. That was wrong. It's only 10 feet up.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So I can reach it.
with a jump you could reach it. Yeah. Well, you're what are you, 7 feet tall?
Yeah, something like that.
And what's your strength score?
My apologies. 1 second.
Like 16 or 17.
It is 18
So you have a what, +3
plus
mod?
4 plus
Plus
4
4.
mod.
Yeah, I think that would mean you could jump up and reach it.
Yeah. So what I like to do is just like one, I'm gonna just like stand on my tiptoe and just kind of feel up because like my arm is 3 feet tall, you know, so I should
Yeah.
be able to see if I can find something that's like maybe there's like a loose piece of wood or something like that that I can exploit.
Okay, so you're feeling around in the muck for a piece of wood or something that you can use for leverage?
No. I'm just talking about like feeling I'm feeling um uh the door or like is it just a full metal grate?
Oh, yeah, so the door itself is um it's a circular iron grate,
Okay.
but it's from what you saw when they were originally going to lower you in here before y'all attacked, they
Mhm.
had to use a winch to lift it up. It's
Okay.
so bulky.
Got it. Okay. Um and you said the walls are stone, right?
The walls are stone, yes.
Okay. So I'm going to change my game plan up here. I'm going to feel along the walls and see if I can find something that like a stone that I could potentially like wedge and then lever open this this grate.
Okay. Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Yeah, nothing.
It's too dark in here, and all of the stones are kind of mucked up.
Yeah.
They're all wet with condensation, and nothing that you're feeling feels like it could be prized loose.
Okay. Um yeah, I'm just going to try to just jump up and brute force.
Okay. So then you jump up, grab the grate, and give me a strength check with disadvantage since you're hanging from it and you're trying to push it upward. And well, actually, I'll give you the opportunity. How are you attempting um to lift it up as you hang on it?
So, um I know you're gonna kind of give me a little bit of flack for this, but like obviously once like you said it had to be winched up. So like one side of this, I'm thinking like one side has hit hinge, right? So I'm gonna try to go to the opposite side and then like pull myself up by the bars and then find a little bit of like some type of like foothold and then just try to like kind of lever my way open.
Okay. Well, with your roll of a 14, it's not quite able to budget.
Right.
That grate is firmly secured.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
My
Uh,
character is just gonna start yelling for the guard. Guard! Guard! Guard.
Okay, so you do that, and Nagita walks up.
So you're guard. You hear
And Nagita, there's two brood guard that are standing outside the doors of the the prison cell, but everyone else is gone at this point.
So did Nagita come like towards the pit that I'm in?
Yeah, as she walks by, the brood guard flips the lever and the portcullis comes up, allows you in.
Oh, allows me out?
No, no,
no.
allows Nagita into the room,
Okay.
and then she, hits the portcullis down after she goes in.
She enters with a basket, and there's one that she's carrying, and then I guess Creed can see this or no, not yet.
Not yet. Once you
Okay.
kind of get over into the corner where
Real
Creed's
real
at.
quick. Yeah, real quick, Nagita, why come in here? Why don't we um conduct our business outside of this pit?
Business.
Well,
I don't think we have any business. I don't think we know each other. She's gonna say, "You were calling for God. What would you need a God for?"
I don't know. To maybe have a friendly conversation?
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Be
um
friendly.
absolutely.
She'll lean down.
What would
She'll
tell you differently?
she'll like squat down, and you notice that she's you're still hanging up like hanging up on the grate. She'll set one basket down next to her, and she has like a messenger bag type sling around her other, and she'll take that off as well. And she leans down, and she pushes the two bags together to make herself like a little, like she reaches for one thing, and you think like that she's about to open the crate, and then she's just reaching for her other bag, and then pushes them together to make herself a little cushion. And she takes a very relaxed position next to you. And,
Just to sit down, on these sacks.
yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
she makes eye contact with you, and you notice there's like a serpentine, pupils, and when she winks or blinks, she's got like the two sets of eyelids.
Oh,
So
neat. So like cat's eyes, kind of like where they blink,
yeah,
like vertically and horizontally.
yes.
But not as cool. Yeah.
What's that?
So, and then she's gonna take out something. She starts rifling through one of the bags and takes out what looks like kind of like meat on a stick, and but it's very small and delicate. And she starts to nibble at it, and she's gonna ask you how did you find yourself in our house? Oh wait, no. They brought her in. Never mind. Yeah.
I was about to say, like
What are
we
you doing
we
in
were.
Omu that you would catch our awares?
I mean, what? Why not? What's wrong with exploring the area, exploring different lands, and just being an adventurer in general?
Well, nothing's wrong for most places, but this isn't most places, is it? She'll take off another strip of meat.
It obviously isn't. This is definitely a strange encounter for sure. So
For you,
I can't.
perhaps.
So this is just a normal occurrence of you guys abducting people and putting them into um, pits.
Oh yes, well that's what the pits are for. Yes. Where would we put
Well,
them?
well, why
We'd
have
have
them
them
in a
walk you
hall?
out.
I mean, don't you want to treat people like decent creatures?
Oh, and sure, if I see any, I might. But you're not people, are you? I mean, you're. Well, I won't spoil the ending. Um, tell me, what is your muscle to fat ratio? She'll grab one of your hands, and she like pulls up your finger, like she's trying to test your strength of just one finger with her whole hand.
I just pull my hand back fairly quickly. I'm sorry, that's mine. But I'm a fairly strong creature, and I'm sure I taste uh, disgusting.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'd give yourself more credit.
I
I'm
don't
just worried
know.
about the gristle. You see, it's I have a preferred set of tools I prefer to cook with, but it only allows for a certain large boy, but perhaps you'll do. So why you you avoided the question again? And she like finishes her little meat on a stick and throws the stick at you, and and she pulls out a bottle of wine and a goblet for herself and pours some. And after she pours some for herself, she reaches over and pours like a little bit on your face as you are stuck there, and it spatters on your face enough to like slightly waterboard you a little bit as you're there.
I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't be just letting this happen, Sean. like,
You're behind a grate.
like I'm behind it.
Grate.
Wait, so you're above the grate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you like for whatever the way that Josh described it. I thought he said that it opened and you came
No, no, no,
in
no.
No. The
Ah.
portcullis to enter into the prison chamber.
into the prison chamber. Okay, I understand a little bit more. Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't just stand there and like I would move out of the way
Okay.
of what you're trying to accomplish.
So she, as she waterboards you, you slip down. She'll
I think the
Yeah,
correct term is
I
wine
would just
board.
like move to the side,
wine board. Yeah.
or I would like open my mouth and try and take a swig of it.
Uh,
Good.
so, okay. Well, this one's boring. So she's gonna roll away from you and pick up her packs and go over to. Well, Kalen's not here.
Am I awake? Or am I asleep? Or out, or unconscious, or whatever.
So it actually takes you about another hour before River wakes up.
Okay.
So Nagita
Unless you want to heal me, you know.
walks back out. Kind of you peer into the hole of the in the southwest corner. I'm sorry, yeah, southwest corner, and
Kitty.
you see only one creature in there, and it's the kitty.
It's like a cross between a snore and a purr. So it's like, but it's incredibly garbled in the muck in there. But every time you see him exhale, there's a little like almost like bioluminescence in the water that kind of briefly and then goes away. Yeah. I'm calling it water, but yeah, filth.
You look over in the northeast chamber, and inside there's two creatures in there. One of them being Kalen, and another is another slave that you wouldn't deign to have even learned their name. But Kalen is knocked out cold.
Yeah.
River's still asleep. So, tap on the bars. The brood guard. Up goes the portcullis.
She's gonna say, "Well, I'll give this another try, and I suggest Maybe you have something more interesting to say next time. Taking my wine. She goes.
What interesting things do you want me to say?
I don't know. I guess we'll talk about it next time. I don't know.
Roll a charisma check.
She's stuck in the. She's stuck.
Oh, I can't get you out. Sorry. Yeah, let me fix that.
Betrayal. No.
My bad.
Yeah, she's awkwardly standing there. He was supposed to open the. I was supposed to leave when I pulled it.
I mean, the guards are
Okay.
pretty like sub. What do the kids say these days? They're pretty mid. Yeah.
So, Creed, as you have your little conversation, the man in your cell says, "Ain't no use trying to bargain with them."
Oh no, I totally messed that up. I should have appealed to their their wants. That was not the right choice.
Hey, at least maybe for you might get sacrificed early.
Right, that's exactly what would happen because of that.
Beats wallowing in this muck for the rest of your days.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to like hang around in this muck too much longer. But I have no other choices.
Well, eventually they'll come and get us and put
Yeah.
us to labor. Hey, maybe you can meet some of the other folks.
Well, is there anything that you can think of around labor that could help us get out of here?
Perhaps, I guess. And they give us pickaxes to do our work in the slave warrens.
What vulnerabilities or anything like that have you noticed while you've been slaving away? Literally.
Well, the slave master Esau, he doesn't care much for what we actually do when we're in them slave warrens, as long as we look like we're working. So, we chat sometimes when we're in there, as long as you're quiet enough. But
So you
they
figure
keep
out-
guards pretty much everywhere, so it's kind of hard to get around unless you've got detail with you.
Got it. Well, have to be inconspicuous, but maybe take advantage of. I'm sorry. What was? It was the like guard that runs.
Slave master
labor?
Esau.
The slave master. Okay. See how we can exploit that relationship. I think what Creed's gonna do is just put his back up against the wall and just like sit there, because there's really nothing else to do.
Okay. So then an hour goes by, and River, your eyes flutter open.
Yep.
You
Just
see mostly
immediate-
darkness.
Oh. DM,
And you
I have
are-
dark vision. No.
You are up to about your torso in mucky water, like really only your head's kind of sticking out of the water.
I have a swim speed and a climbing speed. Can I River would just try and bolt up to not even escape, but grab the ceiling somewhere and not be in the nastiness. And also, yeah, immediately, yeah.
So, I mean, you could attempt to climb the walls, but it would be at probably disadvantage. But because you have a climbing speed, I'd say that would negate the disadvantage. So you could make an athletics check to try and scale the wall up to the grate. Yeah, that'll do it. You're able to,
Yeah, so we're gonna,
essentially cat run up the wall.
Yeah.
for a moment.
I'd say probably like I use my swim speed to like push myself up and give a little lift out of the water as much as I can, um, and break the surface. And yeah, I go up, bounce off the wall, and grab onto the grate and the ceiling. Just and I'm alone in here, right?
You
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Okay. Oh god, what's my voice again? Where's Kaylin? Kaylin, Creed, anybody? Anybody
I'm over,
there?
I'm over here.
Oh yes. Get me out. Get me out.
Uh, there's really no getting out. We are really stuck in these pits.
Is this the hole? Oh,
This
oh no,
is
these are the holes.
this is the hole. So we're gonna have to wait for our labor duty or um, one of the guards to come in.
Guards, the guards, 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 guards! Please come speak, talk with me. Um, and yeah, River's shouting out the same thing while holding on there and shaking as much as he can to get all this nastiness off. Yeah, I'll do that. Guards, guards, guards! Let me out! And it's just shouting.
Nikita, you hear the shouting.
Creed, nothing's happening. Where's
Just
Kaylin?
wait.
Is
Just
Kaylin
wait.
dead?
So this
I
time,
I haven't heard Kalen yet.
Oh,
so
anyway.
River hears heavy footprints approaching, and a figure appears, and it's a brew guard, and he's very menacing. Josh, can I have control of one of those?
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah, let me give you one. Okay, you got it.
So this big guy walks up, very deep voice. What do you want, meat?
Out, out. I maybe meet, but later.
He's just gonna hiss, and sneer at you, and he like pokes down with the butt of his staff or the spear down into the thing to try to poke at you. Not really like trying to hurt you, just get you off of the grate.
River hisses back. Tries to hold on, and even kind of claws at the whatever that wood is, or bottom of the spear, or that he's using.
River, I wouldn't piss them off too much.
Why?
Who's that? He like trudges over to Creed's hole. And he looks down. This guy is going to. So Creed, this guy kind of freaks out on you and starts yelling. He's like, "I should be quiet." Like, but you're not yelling. Like, stop resisting. And you hear, so River, you hear a
So
big
while
thud.
like what? Oh, I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Sean.
So hold on. Let me just, River hears a big thud, and but I want to try to use Josh, if you'll give me like some leeway here with my spells and put Creed to sleep in this moment.
Okay.
And I'm living in the moment here. But it's from River's perspective, it sounds like two big thunks. Cool. And then he says, "No, you'll be quiet."
Well, right now Creed is at 1 HP, so if you did cast the sleep spell on
There
him,
we go.
he
Okay,
would
that works
he
the
would
same.
fall asleep.
Yeah, okay. And my spells weren't solidified yet, but I'll take that one for sure. Okay. So So my point is, what I'm trying to do here is make it seem like he like killed him or knocked him out or something. So big guy, yeah, no, maybe you'll be quiet, and he's going to
Greed! Greed!
Yeah.
No, this is not good.
And he like sneers at you as he walks over you. He just laughs. You hear the footsteps leave.
I'm useful. I can help. Let me out.
And then right after that, you hear a woman's voice this time. Stop that! Stop that! Get away! And she's gonna run in, and this woman comes in, and she has, if you're like up at the, if you are constantly trying to look, or I guess, she comes and looks over, and she immediately washes over her face like empathy, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, oh no!" And she puts these bags down frantically, and she looks very concerned, and she pulls out some like, I don't know, just like little rations or something. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And she's gonna put them down and like hand them to you, and she's just freely handing these things. And
Oh, yeah,
little bandaging also, because you have, I'm sure, you know, open wounds.
Oh yeah,
Please
we got beat up a bit. Yeah. Yes. I need. Do you have a towel?
Yes, here. She'll
I'm so wet, moist right now.
reach in her bag, and she'll give you the towel. And she's like, I apologize for the guards. They're so brutal.
I could dry off better if you open the door. Or
I'm afraid I can't. They would kill me. I'm being held here against my will.
is there a drain? But if you're how are you out there?
Maybe they put me to work.
Can I come out too? I'm being held against my will.
No, we all are. In this place, you're either holding the whip or you're at the other side of it, doing their bidding. Trust me, I'm in it with you.
I do. And River's not gonna doubt that. Yeah, just starts trying to hold on while also at least toweling off the worst of the grime. And the Nagita would actually see that River kind of shakes out a little bit, and my little luminous pixies come out and form into a little mage hand swarm and grab the towel and start to clean me off some inside of there, and then starts eating. I mean, honestly,
She sees your mage hand. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my, what is that? What are you?" And she starts to whisper, "Are you a magic user?"
Well, I have magic helpers. Is that good? Will they let me out? Can I hold
Actually,
the
in
whip
this
instead of
case, I
being
don't think
whipped?
you would be able to use your mage hand because your
Well-
pixies are currently locked up in a little bird cage.
Oh, they are. Oh, because it's a cantrip and it's only a vocal and somatic component, so I thought it was good.
From AP Bio,
Yeah.
they got jarred.
Yeah. Well, River shakes around, and then River's very.
So you attempt to do
Yeah.
your mage hand, and you hear a cage in the distance start rattling as all your pixies are trying to like.
Let me out of here! Get me out of here! I'm gonna murder you! I'll rip your teeth out and I'll take them to the Bone Fairy. Yeah. So lots of little chittering to that note.
Shout out to
River goes,
Guillermo del Toro.
Can you bring me my friends? My friends? Just hear little echoes. No. I'm going through many voices here. I don't like it when you call me kitty, but yes, I'm here. I'm here, friends. Frenemies. Can you you're in this room. Can you bring me my friends? He's looking at Nagita. Yeah.
So they're in this room in another.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they're in the chamber, like the sacrificial chamber where the skulls were.
Oh, okay.
Okay. How many pixies total?
I have a really good perception, so I was thinking like I could at least hear them.
You probably you can hear them.
I mean, there's not
Actually,
like
in
a.
character.
It's not.
Sorry, in
Yeah.
character. She's
Okay.
like, oh, so you have helper friends, little helpers. How does it work? I can hear them. Is that them?
Yes, they get very angry if we're parted.
Oh,
They like to nestle in my fur and eat the lice. They're weird like
as soon
that.
as I finish my task here, the gods won't be suspicious if I leave too soon. But I'll try to get them free. I will do my best. I'm under surveillance though.
Oh,
So she'll like nervously look over at the guard who's on the other side of the door. Like I mean, I guess you couldn't see that, but there
yeah.
would be a guy there, and she's just like, huh, and shudders and turns back to you and seems busy with her other thing. Oh, and your poor friend, and she'll like kind of do the crab walk thing over to his grate as she's kind of got you situated for a second, and she's like. And it sounds like she's, you can hear things are being done over there. But she's going to say, I found myself captured by these terrible, terrible people. I was with my family. We were traveling in from the mainland. And we just wanted to see, my father was very interested in seeing family archaeology and the ruins here of Omu, and it was our pitfall because we as soon as we made it through the peninsula, we were immediately apprehended by these brutes and brought here for
Ruins.
servitude.
Oh.
My father, he tried his best to defend, but he was slain. And she's like working while she's like saying all. You don't really see her while all this is happening, and that's why I'm here. What? How did you find yourself here?
Is she talking to Creed or me? Or
You.
both of us? Oh, okay.
Gonna say, I was like, am I still?
Wait, I thought
still
she like
asleep,
skimmered
right?
over there. Okay. Yeah, are you still asleep? The sleep spell only lasts like a minute. I'm pretty sure. But anyway.
Narratively, it's lasting
yeah.
longer for some reason.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
You fell in the filth and you started to drown, so the guy's giving you CPR.
Yeah.
Just like squelching noises in there. Oh, that's a great word. Let's see. Oh yes. That's. Wait. She's like. Does she look like a person? Like what does she look like? Okay.
Yeah.
Like just a regular person. Okay. Cool. Throw that piece out then. I'm here. I mean, it's a long story, but we're stuck in here, so I'll tell you. I came down here with a clan mate, Bag of Nails, and he was hunting the King of Feathers. And then I found the King of Feathers after Bag of Nails went to hunt the King of Feathers. But the King of Feathers helped us kill some wizards and some zombies, and then the King of Feathers left. Still kind of sad about that one, but he left some really good, nice, pretty things. Which, by the way, do you know where our nice, pretty things are? Where they were keep stolen from us?
I think I know where they do keep those things. Yes, I can.
Oh yes. And if you could like bring them here, that'd be better. So yes, he the King of Feathers that I didn't think was actually the King of Feathers, but it was actually the King of Feathers, came and killed lots of zombies and then went rampaging off into the forest. And so we that were left have been searching for little boxes and tombs to try and find the big tomb. And the Nissan. Yeah, Nissan. Nissan. He invited us here. But then we get here and he tries to put us in the holes. And I can't go in the holes, but I'm in the hole now. But I'll get out of the hole soon. Don't worry. And they tried to kill us. But they didn't kill us. So we're alive. And I'm very, very glad that I'm alive. But I really, really don't want to be in here. This is very triggering. And River just kind of gets a little bit. and kind of withdraws a little bit from the grate, but still holds on and doesn't like fall back into the water or anything, and quietly munches on a little whatever food was provided.
So she's going to. She
I'm so
doesn't say
annoyed.
anything to you. She just stands up, and you hear footsteps, and she
No, don't leave
leaves the
me.
room. And it's okay if Scott wakes up now, but she leaves the room.
Yeah, as soon as she leaves the room, Scott wakes up.
I'm all alone. You just hear,
Oh,
I'm
oh
all
my gosh.
alone.
I think I
Everybody
got poop in my
leaves
mouth.
me. Creed? Creed?
Yeah.
You're not dead. I met the nicest woman.
Yeah.
She's gonna help. And everything's gonna be okay.
How's she gonna get us out of here?
I don't know, but she said she was trapped, but she wasn't trapped in here, so maybe she could bring our things to us, and then we could try the same thing we did before, but with our things.
Okay.
But I
Yeah,
really need
I
a
mean-
nap before we try anything.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out of these. Maybe she can let us out of these cages. If you'd have my armor or my shield, I think I'd fare a lot better against these guys.
I have just enough investiture left to get myself out. But I don't have the
You can get
swarm,
yourself
which
out
is
of here?
all my spells. So, if my friends come back, I mean,
For some
but
reason, I still have 40, like, out of character. Real quick here, I don't remember using my lay on hands.
oh,
You did.
Yeah,
it
Sean
was the
used
session
those,
you weren't
all
here
of
that
those for
we
you.
played you.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, you still.
Or else you would have gone down a lot earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I have 3 spell points left, which is enough for Misty Step. But if I don't have my Swarm, then that's not going to work out. So, yeah.
I still have a couple breath weapons.
I think
I
told them I could help.
I have 0 spells to help us.
If we get out, I'm really good at running away.
Well, it may be up to you to run away.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
No,
like either find us some help or bring back my armor.
maybe I could find Bag of Nails or the King of Feathers, but not both of them because that would not be good. The King of Feathers would probably die. Yeah. And yeah, at this point, without the swarm, I would have tried to Misty Step out, and then that would probably be the first realization that I don't have them with me. Just in like panic and being in the hole. So, but Creed, don't go, don't leave me again. And Kaylin, please wake up at some point because I miss you.
I can't help if they help if they put me to sleep at this point, but I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna purposefully leave you.
Did the nice lady give you any food?
I don't think so.
Oh.
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
Did you get food?
Yes, it's great. River will try and toss like a roll or something, whatever is there, over in the direction of Creed's voice.
Did the other guy in my pit get food?
No one in your pit
Poured
got food.
wine down on you. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, some wine was poured on your face, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was not meant to be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so
But yeah, River's. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
No, I was just gonna say I'm eating and holding on as long as I can. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
when there's a lull, when you guys, quiet down a little bit, River, you kind of, if you could hear earlier the pixies in the background, you hear them now, and their cage gets stirred up a little bit. You hear them kind of get riled up for a second, and then and then squeak squeak squeak, and then it kind of settles down again. And after a few seconds, you hear the footsteps approaching again, slight footsteps, soft. And so Nagita appears again, and she looks like she's hiding something under her basket, and she's like, says, "Oh, I forgot something in here," and you hear her say that to the guard as she comes in, and she gets near River's grate and leans down, and she was like, she whispers like, just go with it. And no, sorry, she didn't say that. She says, I've got something, and she reveals through her like basket that she's carrying. She looks behind her just to check again, and she presents, and it's one of your pixies. And she was like, I was only able to get one, and she starts to hand it down to you. And what are you doing as she hands it down?
River, puts out a little hand and a claw through the grate and squints really tight. Grayson, is that you? Yeah, it's me. What'd you think it was? There's a little like shrill voice that emanates from the pink halo of light, and then reaches out for it. Wait, where's the rest? Do it again about 3 dozen more times or so, and bring them all in here.
Yes, and she starts to hand it closer, and just as it gets to your reach, she stops, and she was like, "What was it, Grayson? Do you name them?"
They have names.
No.
They are their own.
And she makes
I don't own them.
contact with it. She looks at you. She's like, "I wonder how if they all taste different." And she just points and downs Grayson. And she her eyes change color right in front of you. She starts to munch them down, and you hear
You were a friend. All my friends leave. Why do all my friends leave?
Well, maybe it's because you tell all your secrets. Thank you so much for everything. Now we know we've got your cubes. We know why you're here, at least. And I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna play Kalen, but I don't know. I got enough tricks. I could have gotten something out of him too, probably. But thank you.
For now, Kalen is unconscious.
Thank you so much, both of you. And she'll take out, like, I guess there's bones left in her teeth. Just a bit left over there. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't have food for you earlier. You can have this, what's left. And she throws, like, Grayson's skeleton or whatever's left at Creed as it goes down. I'm done. And she's going to leave.
River's mourning. Creed, she wasn't nice.
No.
Why didn't you tell me if you knew?
Well, we need to appeal to their...
Wool is for sheep.
Yeah, we need to appeal to their what they want to do with us. Like, there's just nothing that nothing that we're gonna be we've got nothing on them.
Let's appeal.
Our use is our labor at this point, so we just need to follow directions and see if we can find some way to exploit an opportunity.
I'll be an orange because I'm appealing. Yeah, River just starts to wail. And like that yowling kind of way,
Wow.
continuously.
River,
Um,
I know how bad this is, but I would try to try try to keep things down.
you
Try not to call attention to yourself too much.
have you ever lost a potentially transactional friend?
What do you mean by that? A
You
transactional
suffered.
friend?
We 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 have an accord, or we
Well,
did.
if they're transactional, could
We
see
help each
how,
other.
yeah, this symbiotic relationship that you had with your
Yes, but they
with
are
that thing.
very good at keeping score.
Okay, I can see how that would be very painful.
But everyone knows that transactional relationships are the best. Like my mother did everything for me, and I could never do enough for her. That's why she sent me away with bag of nails. And River just starts yelling again. Yeah, it's just very, very grating, very you know, constantly.
You keep wailing, and like after like
Finally
five
go
minutes of
first.
that,
Yeah.
one of the brood guards comes in, stomps on your cage. Shut up! Shut up!
Tell the mean lady that I'll help. Will help. What do you need us to do?
Shut up! That's what I need you to do.
Anything but that.
He walks off.
River keeps yelling, but it's a little bit quieter. Very subdued.
No, kid.
Creed, I don't want to
Yes.
die.
Well, we all have to die someday.
That's not very reassuring.
It's best that you make peace with your god.
I don't have a god. The Cat Lord is more of a inspirational figure. We don't revere him as a deity.
Yep.
Yes, and River just kind of withdraws a little bit and waits. I don't think I can short rest in here in this nastiness, but at least tries to like
Yeah, can we long rest?
get as comfortable as possible. Yeah.
So, in order for you to long rest, it would require you to like get a meal and sleep in
I
a
got one of those.
semi comfortable position,
Okay.
which is completely unfound in these pits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think
what if we
hanging from a bar is going to be a good way to rest in any event. Yeah.
What if we floated? You know, they have those like.
You want to try and like suspend yourself in the muck and like float on your back?
Yup.
Like my kids do their survival swimming.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Disgusting.
Even still, you would need a meal in
Yeah,
order to
Well, River
long
has
rest.
a meal at least.
You wouldn't be the only floater down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the biggest one.
What if you get the other guy to hold you while you rest?
Yeah. Just hold me.
Take turns. Anyway, but yes, River, kind of subdued, waiting, realizes that there's internally panicking, but like there is no power or way that he can exert. Well, I was a little bit at the metal grate just because I always have my claws, but that's not gonna help. Oh wait, you know what? Are there any creatures in here with me? Like rats or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
It always has to be rats.
So you look around and you see something floating and kind of gently moving along the surface of the water. Go over to inspect it. You grab
I might
it,
regret this, but
and it's a muck-soaked rag.
okay. Well, there goes trying to communicate with any of the locals. Okay. Reed, are there any rats over there?
I'll take a quick look for him.
Or
I'm not gonna
non-bipedal
grab.
snakes?
I'm not gonna grab any. Like, I'm gonna be very careful to not grab food. But
Said everyone. Ever.
Josh, yeah, Josh, is
Okay.
there any rats in my?
Give me an investigation check. And I think yours is with disadvantage because you do not have dark sight or dark vision.
Do I not as a dragonborn?
No, Dragonborns do
No.
not have that.
That's why Kaylin put light on you before. Yeah.
With a 12, you are able to find a lump with a that looks like it has a tail and it's furry. And you investigate that and you grab it, and it is like as soon as you pull it out of the water, like its belly and half of it is completely rotted away like a mouse. That's just dead and floating in here.
Well, River, I found a dead rat.
Not the opposite of helpful.
Okay.
The guy in your cage goes, "Hey, you gonna eat that?"
Oh, it's all you. I'm not hungry enough for this yet.
Cool, cool. Can I have it?
As a
I'm just
chef
gonna hand
and
it to the
having
guy.
good hearing, River will overhear this and you could roast it for him.
Yeah, with my breath.
Oh yeah, could you? Could you? He kind of holds it out in front of him.
Gross.
Well,
That'll definitely improve the flavor.
I mean, at least I can give. Josh, would you let me like not do this like the cone as like an entire like 15-foot cone?
Just fills the whole room and kills the other
Yeah,
guy.
like
I was thinking that might happen. Like the fire just hits the walls and just turns,
yeah.
He has bones. Take his bones to get out. No, that's
makes
not.
everything. Yeah.
Like,
No,
don't-
I mean, as a Dragonborn, of course, like you can control your own. Like, if you want to reduce the scope of your fire breath to a smaller area, then yes.
Okay, so thematically, you're gonna make me spend one of my breath weapons for this.
Yes.
Okay, I will do that. I will be gracious enough to like sit there and then just like
If you're trying to do it to the point where you're like doing a low sustained fire breath to actually cook this rat carcass, then you'll have to use a. But if you're just trying to do a little puff of flame, then that would be a
Yeah.
thematic of,
Yeah.
thematic version where you don't have to spend any resources.
I understand. So I will spend one of my breath weapons. I've got 3 now, but I will spend one of my breath weapons and like roast this carcass for him.
Oh, much obliged, man. Much obliged. As he kind of holds it out there and watches you roast it.
Yeah.
This, you want any now? Like it, I'll share it with you.
No. You know what? I think that, if I can, if this gives you a little bit more strength, that can only help both of us.
Don't roast it too much. Rat tartare is a delicacy. Sear, not cook.
He kind of holds the rat up to the grate above him. Cheers, cat friend. And he kind of opens his mouth and lets it fall in.
Another friend. River feels slightly better for just a moment. Friend. When do they make us do things?
Kind of depends, I guess. I've been down here for 1 day, but
Oh.
that's I messed up a little bit when I was last out of here. It's a bit of a punishment for me.
I thought you were like,
Oh, so this is the whole. These are there are better accommodations.
Yeah, most of us we're over in the slave warrens. That's where we stay.
Got it.
They usually bring the new ones in here. Kind of break them before they put them to work.
Right, right.
I don't like that. Can
Don't
we
want
just go to work?
don't want fresh folk coming in and putting a pickaxe in their hand.
So this is a whole operation.
Yeah, these UNT know what they're doing. They're good slavers.
So we're prisoners with jobs.
We're slaves. Yeah, we're slaves.
Does anyone ever escape?
No, no. I do not believe anyone has ever escaped.
Has anyone tried?
Nope, nope.
Well,
Most
that would
people
be
don't
why
live that
nobody's
long.
ever escaped.
Now, if you're useful, they might keep you alive.
I'm very useful. Very useful. I can
Take
find
me, for example. I am a gifted masseuse.
You sounded like a masseur. But
These
I don't
UNT,
pretend to be-
they like to bathe in blood, and they need to keep their soft, scaly skin supple, so they shed themselves every once a moon turn or so. And my massages aid in that process perfectly, but I made a mistake last time I did it. That's why I'm here. They let me out though. They will.
What'd you do? What mistake?
One of the type twos, the ones that got the snaky arms, but the human bodies.
The snarms. Yeah.
Yeah, they one of the snake arms kind of lashed out at me, and I moved, didn't let it bite me. Yeah, they didn't like that.
Oh. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Yeah, whatever they want to do, you just do it. You do that, or else they'll kill you, or sacrifice you, or
This place
drain
is
you your
terrible.
blood.
Have you seen? So you have been here. You've been in the hole for a day, but you've been here a long time as a masseuse.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. I don't know if it's on the order of years or months. Time is a little finicky here.
Have you ever noticed any of them wearing spectacles around you?
Like eyeglasses?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Have you ever heard of the name Mr. Fox?
I do not believe I have.
Oh.
I knew a guy named Mr. Mongoose though, back in Baldur's Gate.
No, that's again, it's not helpful. We're not here.
He was a wily guy though. We did some adventuring together.
Were there any other Mr. Animals or Mrs. Animals?
No, I think that was the only one. That's it's kind of an odd name to begin with, so you don't come across them folk too much. Mr. Fox, never heard of him.
Okay. Creed,
Yes.
are you good with pressure points?
I'm good at it, or uh, utilizing pressure points. Yeah.
You should try and do massages too. I bet they would like that. You're strong. You have strong hands.
Whoa, now, friend. There's only one room for one masseuse in this crypt.
Yeah.
You ain't taking my cushy detail.
There must be other jobs that we'd be good at.
I'm sure we'll find a place for you. He pats Creed on the back.
Ooh,
You
that
look
feels so
strong.
good.
We can.
We're,
There's something we can do.
I'm a very good cook. Everybody
Oh, you
eats.
cook.
Yes. Everybody eats.
Well,
And
they may have some use for you yet.
I can work leather and wood. I'm very talented, but my friends are very. I might need them in that regard. But cooking,
These
cooking is all
UNT, they sometimes if you're really good, getting their good graces, they'll make you one of them.
like
Every, I don't know, week or 10 days. It's hard to say. They do us depraved rituals in the room right next to us. They sacrifice somebody and take all their blood. They all bathe in it, and they'll take a slave that's been doing real good, and they'll give him some herbs and incenses and feeding him a potion. A few days later, there you on T. They're walking around free, just like all the rest of them.
no free is good for me, but I don't want to be UNT. You see.
I get. Hey, you said that was a way you could get. That's a way you can get out. You become one of them. I ain't doing it though. These fuckers are crazy.
Well, that's nope. I need my friends, and I need to go, and I need to find the tomb. It's like the whole reason we're here.
After they change, they're not the same. I mean, I guess they have a little bit of their old personality, but
Enough that we could make a
they're just
plea
fucking
to
mean
their
after that.
kind and friendly nature, and they would let us go. Enough personality there.
I mean, it sounded like that girl that you were talking to earlier. I'm not sure how long she been here, but she kind of have that ways about her.
I don't like her. She's eating on camera and reminding me of her eating my friend.
Oh, buddy. If that gets under your skin, you're gonna be having quite the time here.
River gets very sad and withdraws again. Yeah.
You said you came here with a bag of nails?
The bag of nails.
What?
I'm a clever river. He's a bag of nails. We are all things.
You have interesting names, I guess.
What's your
So
name?
you do not have nails.
No. I mean, I have claws, but not nails. What's
My
your
name?
Human? Yes.
Name's Merrick Thorne.
Thorn. Just one.
I'm a knight of the Damarin Order,
Does that mean anything?
proud adventurer. But seems like those days are a little bit behind me.
Proud masseuse.
Hey, take these muscles and put them to good use. I'm still alive and they are not.
See, Creed? Muscles. Massages. But maybe you could help me in the kitchen. Kitchens usually have knives.
That's true.
might have
But
a plan.
also, like, there's pickaxes in the fields, so if we can get our hands on some of those, that might be helpful as well. I'm
Could
better
you-
with pickaxes than knives.
But pickaxes are harder to hide.
This is true. But look how big I am, or well, you can't see me right now, but imagine how big I am versus you.
Yeah, that's true. Josh, when we were initially invited here, what was the term of? Wasn't it like surrender or leave this place forever?
Yes.
Like, was it like come to me? Was it like talk or
It was
just
surrender to Raznasi or leave forever and don't come back.
Like, oh, we still need to meet Raznizi. We were
I think
supposed to
he's
surrender to him. I
I
want to
think he's trying-
surrender. River starts shouting.
You want it now?
I remember that I need to surrender.
You can't fire me. I quit.
So you start yelling out, "I want to surrender," and you hear one of the brood guards go, "Surrender accepted."
Hey, who's your boss? Is it Roz? Roz invited us here. So,
You'll see the master in time when he summons you.
How much time? It's getting kind of tough to hold on to this grate after so long. My arms are getting kind of tired.
Oh,
I'm getting tired.
well, let me help you with that. One starts walking in. It starts stomping on your fingers until you
We'll
fall
try
down
and-
into the pit.
I'll spitefully try and claw their feet, even if it means I fall down. With my cat's claws. Yeah.
You get a few good licks in on its toes, but it just takes it and continues to stomp your fingers until you fall down.
This is horrible.
And considering that you're at 1 HP,
Is it 10
let's
feet? No.
give me a
Did it again.
Constitution saving throw.
That's weird. There's a turtle in the other cell, and he rages. No. Constitution, you said?
Okay, yeah, you stay conscious
Okay.
as you fall into the muck.
Only inhale a little bit of nastiness. We have to at least make it out of here to worry about long-term diseases and infections.
Yeah. Any
Creed.
other conversations?
Creed, I think we should wait until we meet Roz.
Is he?
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I'll just be here.
I don't know if he's gonna come down to this area. I think he's trying to break us like. this
Oh,
other
I'm
guy
broken.
mentioned.
I'm so
Yeah.
broken. Just please, if you could say something every few minutes or so, just so I know you're alive, that would be great.
While Kalen's in his Megatrans.
Do you want me to?
I need this.
Beep like a fire alarm.
Yes. Perfect. Just like a tiny little boop of flame. Yeah. Like the red light coming on, every now and then.
Okay. Nagita, are you trying to have any conversations with anyone within the Fane?
Yes, but I would have to go back and look at the thing. I guess I would report to Fintaza.
We can take a quick break if y'all want to. I mean, we're at 11 o'clock. If you want to just take a moment to review
Oh yeah, I need a bio break.
the dossier that you have.
Sure.
I'm trying to like they're supposed to deliver that like mic stand like right now.
Like right
It's
now,
not
right now.
here yet. Yeah. Let me see.
Bane of the Night Descendant. Yeah, Fintaza.
Okay, so I'll say this RP heavy play is making me like it more,
Oh yeah.
and the fact that Sean's helping out with the role playing the enemies.
Yeah, he didn't know what I was gonna
I
do. He didn't. That was all.
oh really?
I only knew that I
I
wanted to
really
do good cop, bad cop, but
yeah, I do like this stuff, you know? Like it just kind of depends like, you know, between uh I kind of want some action one way or the other. If it's role play or if it's like, you know, fighting.
Some plot development.
Yeah. Yeah. Still out for delivery. Come on, guys.
so do you want me to say it like out loud or like in character or like?
I guess you can just tell me where you want to go, and then I can kind of grok what you're trying to do.
Is
Uh, Probably
should
trying
I
to get my place back at all. I think that's our main motivation is to, regain, like unseat Uncillion. So probably trying to suck up to Fenthaza, I would assume. And now that she has, uh, the information she does, I don't know if it was like. I mean, she has the most of their story. I mean, she would have to get. Well, never mind. Nobody's left from the original group to get the full story, so there is no full story. Uh, but I don't think there's
Well,
anything that would like, you know,
so far it seems like
immediately.
you've learned River's story.
Right.
I don't think you've learned Creed's.
No. So I guess there's still time for that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's other options. Okay. Okay.
Like, I guess think of it from the standpoint of what would Fenthaza be interested in learning?
Right.
What would what would give her an advantage? And if you haven't learned anything that would
Yeah, nothing
satisfy that.
juicy. Yeah, I wouldn't say I don't have anything juicy yet. The new King of Feathers thing, that's like a note, I guess. I don't know who. I guess that would make me look good if I reported that. But do people already know that?
So, I mean, you were part of the party that was going to collect the adventurers. Like you were one amongst the many among in the rooftops
Mm-hmm.
as they were being captured, and a lot of the UNT were watching the fight unfold from the walls of the palace.
So they know there's a new King of Feathers already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really get anything juicy, so nothing to. But I'm also trying to think like, what do we have that's juicy? Like, I don't think there is anything super juicy that I would tell Phantasm, like that there is to tell me, really.
I mean the cubes, but you know about the cubes already.
Right.
The
So I'll
Naga
send you
Guardian Naga in St.
some.
Helen.
I would say just check the dossier of, I guess, Fenthaza's motivations. I can't remember if I put her motivations in particular in that. document.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Right. Okay. Got it. So I forgot that we had the same kind of vibe there. I forgot I wouldn't have to be alone. So okay, cool. All right. So far, really all that she could report. Yeah, nothing. Still nothing really. I mean, we need the wizard, I think, to see something happen. Maybe. Yeah, still, even then, no. I don't know. Nothing yet. I guess she's in a position right now where she wouldn't like hurriedly go report anything. Like she would only have like reluctantly report if she was, hey, you there? What, if there was any kind of what progress have you made? Oh shit, and she'd have to like list her like mediocre findings so far.
So I also want to provide you the opportunity to like go do a little bit of political massaging amongst the denizens of the Fane to, I guess, aid you in the future. Is what I wanted to essentially provide you the opportunity to do.
Okay.
So you can think about that too, if anything comes in mind of, if, hey, I want to go do this. Otherwise, we can we'll fast forward
Yeah.
2 days.
2 days
2
in the hole.
days.
2 days in the hole, no food.
Is there any short resting to be had, or just
I guess
miserable?
technically you can short rest. Let me see
I don't.
the
Oh, I have 1 hit dice left, so it doesn't make much of a difference.
uh short
We're
rest.
not. We're not getting anything major out of.
Uh it's at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. Um yeah, so if you have hit die, you can roll them to heal up a bit.
At least roll my last one, just to. It's a D10.
How many hit dice do I have left? It says I have 8.
Oh, 1. Can I take the 7? Or the 4?
So we're taking a short rest?
I mean, you're welcome to take one. You're waiting for 2 days, but
Yeah.
you're not really getting the opportunity to take a long rest.
Yeah. If anything, we would probably be exhausted. Or
Without eating or drinking, you will be taking on exhaustion levels.
do we get con saves, or are we just getting?
I would say yes. Let me just look up the exhaustion
I
stuff,
think it's
though.
going without sleep, something like a DC plus a day for each day you go without it. Maybe a DC 10. I don't know.
Ugh.
I think you're down some of your hit die.
Am I?
Well, because we like short
I don't
rested
think I
before we rolled up into this place.
did. Did
Yeah.
Sean roll any of them?
Probably not.
I don't remember doing that.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take that. If you like, I mean, I can. If I didn't, if I use some of my hit dice, I'm fine. I'm fine, like removing some of that, but
Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. PCs require at least 1 gallon of water and 1 pound of food to avoid exhaustion. Your PC can go without food for a few days, 3 plus their con modifier, but beyond that, they take 1 level of exhaustion per day. Not drinking water, if you don't get the amount of water you need to succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw.
18? We said 2 days. 19?
well, I'm sorry. So if like we can go,
You can go 3 days plus your con modifier
so I could go 8 days.
without eating any food.
Yeah.
And then, but you still need to be able to drink water every day. So you have to succeed on a DC 15 con saving throw in order to not get exhaustion from not drinking water.
Okay. Got you.
Which there is water in abundance in your cells.
Yeah, I'm not drinking that.
Yeah, resistance to
That's
dysentery.
yeah. That's
Actually, aren't paladins immune to disease?
Yeah, you can
I'm
just
pretty
suck it
sure.
up.
They
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna drink that water.
Give me that poopy water.
Oh. Can he drink it and then spit it up because it's been cleansed? No, I'm just
Ah.
feed me, baby bird.
You could, drink it up and I guess pee
Can I
in
drink
your
that
general
water?
direction.
Oh, we're about. Oh, that's it. Yeah, just got.
Oh,
kicked off
but
the
so
Twitch.
after one day though, Creed, the one of the brood guards comes in and opens up the cell that you are in and tells you to get back, and then raises the guy that was in there with you up out of the cell and
Okay.
takes him away. Is there anything that do you want to make an attempt at anything during that time?
Oh
I'm
no,
so
I'm gonna
weak.
comply. I'm gonna stay out of the way. I'm gonna act compliant at this point. There's not a good enough opportunity at this moment for me to try to escape.
Okay. So as that happens, Merrick kind of looks at you and says, "Well, friend, see you on the other side. Hope you get out."
Yep. Yeah, I won't forget you. And tell everybody that we're coming and hopefully we can help out.
He's raised up out of the pit. He walks off. They close the grate back down behind him, and time continues to pass on. Anything for you, Sean?
I would go through all their stuff just to familiarize myself with what they use.
So to do that, you'd need to go to a few different places that you'd know.
Okay.
So first, you'd know it'd be taken to Azimas, who kind of looks after the storeroom. And then if anything valuable was within their things, that would be taken to the armory.
Not that I
Oh,
can
the big
read
guy.
it.
Okay.
Oh, and you're scrolling. Yeah.
So I guess I would go through. Yeah, I would find their weapons and go through bag of holding. I guess just to inventory everything.
So, I mean, unless you did that like in the first day, a lot of like Azimas essentially would have a big pile of their stuff in there, and you would know that that would most likely be one, like they would get a couple of slaves to come in and kind of rifle through it and separate the storeroom stuff versus the arms and armor.
Personally, vintage
And
catalogs. So I'll ask Azimas. I'll go speak to him, her,
him.
him. Yes, I will find Azimas and ask him. Just so I don't have to do it. This is perfect. So was there anything special or about what they were carrying, or what weapons were they using, basically?
So
We don't have to go through all that. I know. we can skip ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, let's it's a good role play moment for Azimas, who's new character to the dramatis persona.
Okay.
So yeah, you walk into the room, and Azimas is a familiar person to you,
Yeah.
and not person, a giant
Big ass
constrictor snake.
snake.
And you walk in, and what do you say?
Just I'll do. I'm assuming she's very like sensual, like with everybody. Like it comes off like very like super charismatic and just dripping almost all with just almost cheesy level familiarity with everybody. And Azimas, darling, oh, kind of a forced, closeness or whatever. I know, darling. Yes. And she makes the face and everything. How are you? And she'll like,
Nagita, thank you for gracing me with your presence.
of course,
It gets so boring down here in the storeroom.
of
Stay a
course,
while.
of course, of course. And she'll put down her bag and take out some blood wine and share it with her friend. Please let us have a drink. But instead of handing him like a cup, she'll get her whole like a tattoo sleeve, like a whole sleeve of blood, and it's dripping, and she holds it out for him to like lick.
So he, like, as you come in, like in a very familiar way, like he kind of unfurls himself into a little bit of a circle, and does so to the point where it's a good seat for you,
Oh, nice.
and you sit down on him, and he kind of turns and looks up at you as you like are talking to him, and you put the blood wine out, and flicks his tongue and like laps it up off of your arm.
Yes.
Thank you, that is pleasant.
She
What brings you to my little hovel?
she takes a sip from hers. She smacking her lips, and the blood goes down like Taking a lot of inspiration from vampire movies. This is great. But she'll wipe the blood, and she's like, these creatures that and when she like winces when she addresses or references them, these creatures we have in the pits, uh, some of them appear to have to be rather steadfast. They haven't even succumbed to the rats yet. They're all still have all the fingers and toes, and they're on day 3 or day 2, wherever we are.
Day 2. Yeah.
Day 2, the second day. Uh, might be survivors yet, but what was there anything? And she'll go. I'm not even sure what to ask really.
So you would know that Azimas doesn't do any of the sorting himself. He does all the cataloging,
Yeah.
and that like slaves would normally be brought in to
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I'm not looking for the
look
physical.
through all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm just counting
Um,
on his memory of
Oh, so he's like middle management, and
yeah. So you're asking what was found, essentially.
yeah, I'm using him like a data center, basically, or security footage.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, they had the usual accoutrement of adventurers: rations, arms, armor, a few choice items that were sent to the armory. Was there anything in particular you were asking about?
And she looks like, impatient, crosses her arms, her body language. She's like, for as deceptive as she like also wears her emotions on her sleeve, so it's like very transparent in a way. So she's like, crosses her arm, pouts, makes a pout face. She's like, I don't know. I was just, I don't know. Something strikes me different about them. I was just hoping there might be something. I don't know. Of course, they came in with how many of the cubes?
They had all but one. They were so close.
Close, I know. I mean, they've proven themselves in Omu, but of course, Rasnasi would never let them come to full fruition.
The Master, I am sure, has allowed this to happen. His plan is one that is greater for us to, greater than our ability to understand.
Of course, of course. She'll agree, yes. Um,
I
so,
can't, I can't imagine that the Master would let them rampage through Omo the way that they did, with nothing, without us intervening earlier if it wasn't for a reason.
of course, yes, it must have been. Okay. Well, I'm sure he knows best. Of course he does. Well, thank you for your help. I've been tasked with interrogating them, so I'm trying to find everything I can about them.
Interrogating them.
Slowly,
Have
yes.
you learned anything?
Not really. Not more than any more. I was hoping that you could fill in some holes, but it doesn't really. Nothing's panning out. I've only gotten one to talk so far, so we've still got work to do on the others.
The Master gives you this task.
So did everybody know she was a dream seer or dream?
Everyone would know, yes, that like you were an aspiring nightmare speaker.
Nightmare speaker? So when he gave you this task, she'll kind of hang her head in shame a
But
little bit.
everyone also knows that Benthaza is like oversees those, like that you are a little more closely interacting with Benthaza.
Yeah. Um, and I'll hang my head in shame, and she'll say, you know, yes, well, my duties, it wasn't my choice, but they have changed a bit as of late. I'm sure you've heard. She's like not making eye contact. She's looking at the ground.
Ah, the Master attempts to raise your status. Do well at this task, and maybe you will get into his good graces.
Well, either way, thank you, friend. It was good to see you again. I'll make a point to come by here more.
You leave so soon.
Well, I'm very adamant about my task at hand. Unless there's anything else particular about these strangers that you could offer, I must get back to what I was doing.
Ah, I understand. Go about your business then. I will be here. And he kind of begins to unfurl himself and make his way over into a corner and lazily like draping himself over boxes and trying to get comfortable.
So nothing's in here. It's just him.
All the store, like all the general, like imagine this is like the pantry and the, the broom closet and the, wherever they keep things that need to be inventoried.
Okay. Do I, from my general understanding of this character and from this interaction here, do I get the sense that he could be swayed, or he's like a Rossi loyalist?
You would know that he is generally a Rosnesi loyalist. Um,
Ooh, Scott, he's in action.
Hard to say if he could be swayed or not. That would kind of depend on how your interactions. If you're able to uh, talk him into a different viewpoint.
On her way out, then she'll stop and ask him if he had if he has ever received any vision himself. Does he know what it's like to receive a vision?
I've had dreams before. When I was different before I came to you, this place, I used to see things with the druid that awoke in me. But I have not seen any for a long time.
Well, this new nightmare speaker that they would see ascend. I will say, in my experiences, when I receive visions, it shakes me to my core. And usually, me and my sisters, we all share the visions when, especially as they're interpreted by Vintasa. But I will say that we don't. Damn it! I wasn't ready.
Sorry.
I'll just catch up on some of my memes that I haven't been seeing.
You can like track them along where the conversation was. Yeah.
Damn it. So I'm trying to, in a clever way, point out the fact that I had a differing vision, but I can't think of anything right now. That's what I wanted to do, though. Like,
You can always come back to it.
yeah, I guess we'll come back to it.
Do
I'll think of a clever
another
way.
visit later.
Yeah.
Seems like we might be here a while. Okay, so you depart.
Oh yeah, sorry, gone.
Okay.
Cool line later.
Toodles.
That's it for now.
Farewell. As you depart out of the room. Okay. Heading back to the group in the cells.
I'm so weak.
You're not suffering exhaustion.
Yeah. But like I'm not getting any better either. It's like just
Mhm.
continuously being just like worn out.
Okay. So at this point, the you guys are brought out of the cells, and your sorry, I'm just moving some tokens around real quick. So 4 brood guard come in to raise y'all out of your cells. and escort you to a new area. Is anyone doing anything during this time?
I mean, River's like completely broken at this point. We'll look around if we're going through anywhere new. You know, there's always some innate curiosity there, but that's about it.
You guys hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So I should have a decent mic now. Is this too far away?
That's about right. I mean,
Okay.
you might want to turn up your output by a little bit.
Check.
Just
Test.
yours up.
I don't think I ever mess with mine.
Well,
You can do it on Discord. You just gotta,
I turned it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
turned it down on Discord quite a bit earlier on you guys.
voice and video
So-
input volume. Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah.
Better?
Sultry.
Yeah.
We're getting this
So this is
chocolate
like this is 90%.
That's good.
Okay.
Sybil.
Okay. Well, then they bring you out. They put 2 brood guard in the front, you 2 in the middle, and we'll say Kalen's also there in the middle as well.
He's probably been
And-
like gagged or something, right? Because they know he's a wizard and they don't want him casting spells.
Yes, they are doing that for sure. And kind of, Aunt march y'all down through the room that you've already been in to the entrance where you see that there are, brood guard standing in front of the door.
River very weakly gestures at the door and the like floor right by it. There's snakes under there. Just in case it becomes relevant. Yeah. And then hangs his head again.
And then they lead you down into this room. And we'll turn there. Yeah, there you go. Where there are some more brood guard, and they kind of move out of the way and let y'all walk past. And so you see in this room is a triceratops that is in a pen. And it's kind
you
of
almost buried the lead there. Yeah. Huh.
and then there's also 2 creatures that you guys had encountered briefly during the fight that have blue scaly skin with sharp spikes sticking out of them, and they are they got 6 legs. As is Nagita moving around like watching this? So as you see, as Nagita approaches one of them, the basilisk looks away from Nagita instinctively. And y'all are continuing to be led, and like as you're nearby these brood guard, the basilisks don't look at you.
That's a flex. River does clock the trike and kind of clicks an ear and looks pretty interested. And turns his head, but then, obviously keeps walking after some prodding.
Okay. In this room, you see there's like a big statue of a coiled snake that's looking up towards the entrance. In the beyond is a hallway with a bunch of kind of snake mosaics that are depicted on the walls, and you see a girl that is kind of leisurely browsing those hallways, looking at the mosaics. She looks very Creed would recognize her as Ancillion.
Why is there a
Until-
child?
Ancillion is here?
Why is there a
Yeah.
child here?
Dun, dun, dun.
But I think Creed's the only one that would recognize her.
What? I'm sorry. What's going? Like, for
Master
whatever
of
reason,
characters turned NPCs.
why am I like blanking on Ancillion?
That was Merlin's character.
You know Ancillion.
Oh, yeah.
The Leech Girl.
Yes. And like Ancillion's just like, what's Ancillion doing right now?
She's just leisurely browsing that hallway, looking at the mosaics on the wall. She's kind of like with her hands kind of behind her back, just like as in a kind of playful way, just looking around and like kind of passing the time by looking at these mosaics. And every now and then she kind of reaches out and traces her finger along the
I'm gonna
the
go
wall.
up to her and be like, Ancillion, what are you doing here?
As soon as you try and like break ranks of the single file line that they've got you in, one of the brood guard slaps you across the head. Get back in line.
Okay.
Creed, do you know the child? Why is there a kid here?
It's Ancillion.
But so you say Ancillion, and she kind of looks over to you, and sees this sees you in this line kind of being marched, and she kind of cocks her head a little bit. That's all she does. Gives a little shoulder shrug, and then you guys are continuing to be marched through this little hallway into this kind of grand looking chamber where you see a big brass gong in front of you, and you are like currently, like as you come to this ledge, you're like 30 feet up from the ground. That is this big room down below. And I got a description of this room real quick. So see which area it is. An underground cathedral opens before you. At one end, a sculptured balcony perches atop 5 rearing stone serpents. Blood dribbling from the serpent's jaws falls into a semicircular basin, and from there flows along a sloped trough into a wide stone bowl set in the floor. South of the bowl is a mezzanine prominently situated atop, is a cauldron of steaming broth that exudes fleshy odors. To the west, a huge gong carved with snake patterns stands on this balcony where you're currently standing. And they lead you down a little ramp to an area, and standing in front of the cauldron, or I guess behind it from your perspective, is a Yuan Ti who... Sorry, I gotta find him.
River's Mouth.
It's a type 1 Yuan Ti that has a human body with a snake head. And flanking him on either side are 2 burly-looking gladiators. And these
But
are
not snake people?
Chultan humans that are not snake people. But they each have, 2 scimitars draped around their hips. And as you approach, he says, thank you. I've been waiting to have my opportunity to speak with these new playthings. Come. Stand before me and let me get a good look at you. He begins to kind of walk around you. And these brood guards kind of step to the side as he looks around and kind of walks around to one side and then walks around to the other, just looking you over.
Two questions.
Sure.
As we were walking through here, I didn't clock like a jar of fairies anywhere. As we were passing through.
So you were told that they were in this chamber up that was the ritual chamber,
Mm-hmm.
but when you walked through this time they were gone.
Okay. And then River's just focused on the stew pot. I mean, like mouth slobbering, like just yeah. Haven't eaten or drank in days, 2 days, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So very, very intent on that. Almost like kind of tentatively reaching for it.
So the Yuan-Ti kind of sees that. He goes, "Oh, you must be hungry. Oh,
Yes,
let's feed you then."
please.
And he kind of takes a ladle, dips it into the boiling cauldron, kind of holds it out to you. Come, eat, 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 eat. You must be starving.
River, quick glance at the cauldron. You might want to take some wood off of that. It might scald on the bottom. It's boiling a little hot.
Oh, no. Don't worry about that. Come, take a drink. He's kind of holding the ladle.
Blow on it a lot, and then tentatively just like a little tongue flick into the.
So as soon as you get close enough to blow on it, he flings the ladle into your face. You take
Oh no.
4 points of burning damage as the scalding soup
Right, well,
splashes your face.
out of my 8 left. Okay.
This one's not too smart, I see.
Just very.
What about the rest of you?
And this is the best smelling thing that we've been around in days.
So then he looks over to Creed, who so far has been, I guess, standing stoically. What's your demeanor as you approach?
It's one of like as much respect as possible right now, and probably just like tired, like my character being tired of not sleeping or really eating, so I'm just gonna walk up and be like, my name is Creed. I'm here because you've summoned me, and I'm willing to give you all of the information that I possibly can.
He kind of looks you up and down. Finally, someone who recognizes their betters. My name is Yaru, and I am the spy master of this vein of the Night Serpent. You will tell me what your purpose is in our city, and not spare a single detail.
We have been going through the city, but we've been
And so before you go, Yaru looks over at Nagita. Can I help you?
Can you help me?
No,
He looked to Nagita.
Oh,
Do you have business here?
I needed to see the map.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know if your character was actually here or not.
I mean,
Is Nagita here?
I did no. I mean, I wouldn't otherwise be
Has
here.
she
No,
visited
no.
us like more than just the initial pull? Or
If it wasn't expecting me, no, I wouldn't be here. I just needed to see the map.
Okay, so let me make you like a you just need like a transparent token that is like just provides vision,
you could
right?
give him control of one of the brood guards, and it should work for vision, right?
I mean, he's got control of all the brood guards right now.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Like, do you have vision? Like, if you move Nagita out, do you have vision?
Well, the token might not have vision, so you might need to
Yeah.
move it.
I don't
Oh,
know
there you go.
whose, but I think it's going off of 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Going
okay,
from
yeah.
his vision.
So I'll do that in between sessions. I'll just make you a token that is just like a blank token that provides vision.
Okay. Okay, let's just make it vision.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I thought Nagita was trying to like participate in some way.
No. It's just like, what's up? No.
Okay, so sorry. Pick back up. Tell me everything you know and leave no details out.
yes. So we've been going through Omu. We've been seeking the cause of the death curse. We've identified that it's a soulmonger that's causing this death curse, and we want to alleviate these lands of that death curse. We've been going through this area thinking that there is a potential lead to the soulmonger and a potential location that we can go to rid these lands of that horrible plague.
How did you
River looks very
learn
confused.
of this soulmonger?
It's been quite a bit over time. To be quite honest with you, I'm a little bit tired. I can't necessarily remember exactly what the moment was that we discovered, it was a soulmonger that was causing this death curse, but it could have been with one of the many encounters that we've had with friendly people in this area trying to help their own people.
Seriously,
I
when
suggest
were you
you
gonna-
remedy this deficiency in your memory.
I think the first moment that I can recall, again, apologies for the lapse in memory here, but I think the first time that I can recall was with a group of flying creatures. They're humanoid creatures that had wings, and I can't remember what. The Aarakocra, yes, the Aarakocra were the first ones that kind of explained to us, some of the things that were happening. And then we've had some run-ins with the Red Wizards of Thay, and I feel like they're trying to perpetuate this curse, whereas others are trying to cure it.
Which camp do you fall under?
We want to cure it. We don't want it to affect these lands anymore. We think it's bad for the people. People are dying, they can't come back, their loved ones are gone forever. And
People die.
They do.
That is the natural way of things.
But unnecessary death is something that we can keep from happening.
All death is necessary.
I think we may differ on that one particular topic.
River
Make a
knowledge.
persuasion check. Very well. Continue with your story.
Well, so as we've been going through these lands, we have had run-ins, and like I said, one in particular with a red wizard, and another in particular with a dinosaur-like creature that's at the stadium. We haven't been necessarily fully successful at finding what we need in these lands, but you know, if we've intruded in any way, and if you have any information on on the soulmonger and potentially leads for us, we would gladly take those and leave you.
When you say we would gladly take those and leave you, he bursts out with a hearty chuckle. Ha, ha.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you would.
Yeah, we would.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, do you mind if I ask a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I am the one that asks the questions. You
And
are
I
the one that gives the answers.
Right.
If I like your answers, you get to live.
I
If
understand.
I don't like your answers, he kind of looks down to the pot. Well, there are other things that we can do to help you remember.
And that's why I would like to comply with as much as much as I possibly can with you right now.
Burge just gives a little thumbs up. you're doing great.
How about you? Looks over to River.
What about me?
Why are you here? What are you doing in Omu?
Like, how did I get here? I'm here because you won't let me leave. I would be anywhere else.
He kind of looks at you with an irritated demeanor.
I'm here with them to find the tomb. Like the tomb.
The tomb?
This is Omu. There's a big tomb here, right? And something about the blocks gets you in the tomb. So I found some blocks, then I found them, or I found a block, and then I found them, and they have more blocks, so we became friends. So we could find the tomb.
Why do you want to go to this tomb?
I need to find it.
Why?
Because there's somebody in it that I need to find.
Who?
Mr. Fox? Or just throws the name out there again.
Kind
What
of
do you want
looks
the
to
other guy
Creed. Is this cat joking?
No, I'm joking is my sister. I'm River. Joking Wood, she's my sister. But I'm Clever River. And
Yes, I've heard of your kind, and their odd names.
I mean,
Matters not.
to me, your names are odd, but
From henceforth you shall be known as Slave.
So
Slave is the
to
surname.
just,
to answer your question,
is that 2 words?
River is unlike many other humanoids or many other creatures, sentient creatures. Again, his speech patterns are a little bit different than ours. Sometimes his stories don't quite connect and make sense, but as far as I can tell, he joined us with a similar goal, maybe not the exact same, but our being together was mutually beneficial.
Yeah, for really, this curse stuff is pretty new to me. I don't remember anybody telling me about it before. I mean, I know it exists because I live here, but that we were trying to stop it. That seems pretty big. But I agree, all death is unnecessary. Any death you can undo is good right with me.
Do you have any useful skills?
Oh, yes, plenty. I have eyes and ears that can see and hear more than most. And I have quick paws in many ways. But my tongue, Creed's right. My tongue gets me in trouble more than it does me right.
Perhaps we should remove it then.
Tongue soup?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And River just closes their mouth and shakes their head no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Are you sure? That would
Mhm,
solve
mhm.
a lot of your problems, it sounds.
But then how would I tell you about what I see and hear? Right?
Make a persuasion check.
Seven
There
minus
are
2.
other means of communication. And he calls over, he like kind of gestures over his shoulder to the gladiator in front of you. And the gladiator begins walking over. Hold out your tongue.
But wait. You haven't told us what you want. Other than to know things. We can always find more things if you want to know more things. I can find many things. I'm fast. I can go many places and find many things.
Not to distract you from your task at hand, but if you do cut his tongue out, that's the last words that you'll get out of him. And he might have some more information that could possibly be worth it to you.
Yeah.
If he has information, he should make it known.
I know. I 100% sympathize with that situation. It's just difficult with River. But eventually the information does come out.
Make a persuasion check, Creed.
River starts to talk and then just shuts up as Creed is talking.
Stick out your tongue.
I tried.
I promise, just tell me what you want. I would be a good spy. I can move and not be seen. Do you need spies?
Tell him what you're useful at. You can cook.
Oh yes, I'm a very good cook. And I can fix things with hides. I can make use of different woods. I even know tongues that most here don't.
I don't
I
think
know
you need to
locals,
talk
I
to
know
him about
land.
tongues.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Don't need tongues for any of those things.
But I would get very, very smelly and dirty without my tongue. I need it to stay clean too. And this place is so nice. It's a wonderful home you have here. And you would not want it to be ruined by my filthy, icky, gross presence. So I need my tongue. And River like looks at their arm, like their fur, and there's just like caked grime and nastiness on it, and goes like try and clean themselves without retching, and
Make a
just
performance check.
barely holds it back, just like
Make a performance check.
performance. Okay, we're really going with woohoo, a one.
Dude, you're
So like
losing your tongue.
initially, like holds his stomach.
So as you're like licking your tongue, the gladiator grabs it with a one clean motion, slices your tongue off.
Shit.
I assume that gets rid of the rest of the 4 HP I have too.
We'll say
This
it's
moment.
one HP of damage.
Oh, okay. I have 3 left.
Actually, no. We'll just do a 1d4. We'll let the
Gosh,
dice
if you don't like
decide.
my character voice, we can talk off. No, I'm just kidding. You'll
Do I
say
get
what? I'm sorry.
2 points of
2 points.
slashing
Okay.
damage.
I'm barely reversed. It just starts like covering her mouth and blood's like.
You see the gladiator kind of takes it and tosses it into the boiling cauldron.
River reaches out and then kind of huddles away.
Walks back. Yeah, he says,
Well, that was entertaining.
Or like punches down and kitten eyes pleadingly looks over at Creed and Kalen, and avoids the gaze of the 1T. Yeah.
Creed is just like slowly shaking his head like back and forth, like just.
Oh, do you disapprove,
No,
little dragonborn?
no, I disapprove is not the right term. I kind of saw that coming. I think that's all I can say.
Well, perhaps you can warn him next time.
I will do
then
my best.
Yaru turns around and walks off in a southerly direction. And you guys are led over to the slave warrens. You're headed actually off in the same direction as Yaru is. But Yaru hangs a right, and you guys go down south through the area that Azimas was in, where the storeroom is, and then down into the slave warrens.
So we pass a big old snake.
You pass a big old snake, that is surrounded by boxes and barrels and jars and just sacks of all different manner of things, but they're all kind of contained within containers or neatly stacked on top of those containers. And as y'all get to the slave warrens, the brood guards that were flanking you, turn around and begin to walk away. And they go off screen. And before you, in the slave warrens, We'll probably call it there because that's a bit of a, I guess, a tongue slicing climax.
Yeah.
As I'm googling, how long does it take a tongue thing to stop bleeding? Cut off tongue. Oh man.
Well, it's gonna be kind of interesting, like how this is gonna go with you having a sliced tongue.
So we'll say that you like the full length, because like cats have a long tongue, right?
Yeah.
So the full length of your tongue has not been removed. Like half of your tongue has been removed, so you still have like something there that you can articulate and speak with, but your speech is going to be garbled.
Oh,
And I would say any persuasion check that you have or deception is now going to be at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that it, you mean my negative?
It was
two,
already at disadvantage.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, I've really, as with my presence and charisma here, that I'm not surprised either. So
Right.
I did not expect things to go that way. I felt like I mean, 3 opportunities to kind of turn that around, and they were all terrible.
Well, you gave us all the opportunities that we could.
Yes.
You know, and like you tried, Josh, on that. Like it wasn't for a lack of trying; it was a lack of shitty rolls. Is what ended up happening there.
Can we can we assume that any sort of sign language is common here?
I do think that there is a form of sign language, but your character would need to be proficient in that language, though, which I don't think you are.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be.
Call it hand talk.
Lots of motions coming up. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
well that was a fairly fun
Hell yeah.
role playing experience.
Hey, Sean. I waited
Yeah.
all session to say this. You're still Tizala on the stream.
Well. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Don't wait next time.
I didn't want to break the flow, you know? We were doing so good with all the poop jokes and
Sean can do it live.
trigger warning tongues. No, I'm just kidding. That was fun.
I actually don't watch the stream. I just watch the Video Ninja.
I have it up
Screens.
because like when he's showing the map,
I should, you know, I should,
relevant, but
I
I don't.
should
I mean, I don't
throw.
listen to it. Yeah.
I should throw Twitch on,
Mhm.
so at least you know it count. Like
I
Sean,
think
I
I'm
know
the
you.
one
I know
viewer.
you wanted as like a view.
We had 4 at one point.
Oh, tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, I was looking occasionally. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't
I
even have
posted
Sean-
in my old server and I was like, "Hey, the thing's actually working."
Yeah, I wasn't on, so that those were genuine viewers.
That's funny.
Hey Sean. Hey Sean.
But
On
no comments
on
in chat,
those
you know.
on those like your chat. Like, do you want it to be like 30 days before somebody can like message in chat?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What?
It's a
Yeah.
setting that's like somebody has to be a follower or
Yeah,
participant for like 30 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
I didn't
slow
know
mode
Josh's
that's
did
on.
that.
Yeah. So if you want like that way, like if we can chat with these people a little bit, maybe we might get some more viewers.
Yeah. You guys that are watching this stream right now. Oh, there's 2 now. Yeah. What's up?
Nice.
Yeah.
But it's
so
probably
maybe-
one of us.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
Also, it says DM for Never Weekend and Adventure Set in Faerunian Universe. No.
Oh, that's not accurate anymore.
That's not accurate at all.
We
like,
played
it's
Never Weekend in like
everything
2 months.
Yeah. Oh
Dagger Guard,
gosh.
a random one shot that isn't really a one shot that got through a single combat.
Right.
Tomb of Annihilation. Yeah.
I still
So.
think Never Weekend is I had a cool concept. It's just I needed to be way
Yeah.
smaller and
Yeah.
more highlight the moments.
I mean,
more.
Yeah.
Important moments.
I have no idea because I honestly never watched any of it, but I know it existed, and I know there were a lot of sessions that you guys went through. So
It's a lot of work. out there.
Scott, were you in that or no? It was just Josh and
It was me. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can chat now.
I
At
like
least.
to think of these, especially as they get published to YouTube and all that stuff. Like, if anything ever happens to me, my kids will have like a
Yeah,
video
hours and
record
hours.
of hours and hours of me doing this.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Uh.
I'll stop the stream, I guess. Bye, guys.